Yeah, so as you will be able to see over the noise of the generator, we got to Ashburnham, block 20 without any issue today. The only spot that was still available is right behind the blue line. As it's busy, we're full of 1, 2, 3 looper boats, and one looks to be a local boat, 30-foot, 32-foot cruiser, express cruiser. So here we are, just enjoying this beautiful day. Today was mostly uneventful. It was a nice cruise. What were we? I'd say probably in total 3 hours, I guess, from the top side of Lock 26 through and down to here. No real delays, other than the fact that I just gotta say this. I don't know if it's just me, but the locks are descending so slowly. I don't know if it's policy. I don't know, but the locks a lot slower than it has been in the past. Maybe there was complaints. I don't know. Maybe a boat got bounced against the wall and threatened to sue Parks Canada, so they made a policy that everybody has to endure the hot summer days inside of a lock. But not complaining, just saying, just your on-scene reporter right now. It is definitely slower than it has been in the past, but like Anchor Girl says, well, at least we're boating. We're here, we're out, and we're enjoying it. No real complaints. Why should we? Oh, Henry! Right on! Oh, Henry, back from the Bahamas. Yeah, so apart from it being blazingly hot, but it is July, and this is what we hope for, and this is what I promised Anchor Girl already back in the winter before we even bought this boat. I said it's going to be a sunny and hot time when we're out cruising. The only thing is that little tiny whiny, he really does not like the heat, and so all day he was just wandering around. He would lie here, lie there, move, lie there, because just trying to find a comfortable spot. And given the fact that we're on a lock that does not have shore power, the only time we're going to get air conditioning is right now when the generator is running. That's why it's so noisy in the background. It's actually noisier on the boat than it is outside the boat. It's just the aperture, what they call the back end of the generator. I think I may have talked about that briefly But this Westerbeke is the same as our last boat. It's a 7.2 kilowatt. The last one was 4.5, but they both run at constant 3,600 RPM, and there's no way to change that. That's just the way they were built. So you get that whining noise. But again, not complaining, just saying. So we do have the generator running, obviously, just said that. Both air conditioners running, and honestly, I just come out of the shower, and the time I was in the shower, so you know, plugging things in and getting ready and dried off and coming out, 10 minutes maybe, and it already cooled down the boat significantly. So it's really, really nice. So he's down in there running around being crazy because now he has some energy because he's not blazingly hot from the whole day. So again, I don't think he has any complaints, just he's more comfortable in the air conditioning. Look at that, it's been stunningly hot and sunny all day, and now it's raining. Well, so cool. Just a little rain, a sun shower, hopefully. But I guess I should close the door because it is getting wet all over everywhere. While my hands are free doing that, I should probably open that as well. Close one, open another. So yeah, nothing spectacular, nothing really new. As I alluded to in my video of our first getaway, I asked you guys, just want to make sure that these are still of interest to you, because it is a lot of work. It's not a lot of work to film them, but it's time consuming to edit them. I edited 2 videos, started them 2 days ago, finished one last night, and just honestly the last 10 minutes of that video, because it took a lot of still photos that I had to find, download, and then edit, put them all into what I thought was a nice montage, which you would have seen in the last video. That took me over an hour, well over an hour, because the problem is, just like everything, I take too long, and just downloading the photos and going through my photos and like, oh, I remember that day, I remember that. It probably takes me longer than it should. So like I say, as long as you guys are still enjoying this, I'll keep putting them out. Tomorrow we are heading down to Hastings. We got to go through one little lock here, the bottom end of Peterborough, the bottom end of Little Lake, and then it's a long ride down the Otonabee River, but it's really, really picturesque, and then across Rice Lake and over to Hastings. I already have a slip booked at the Municipal Marina for the night. You guessed it, for air conditioning, for shore power. And then beyond that should be, so that's that night. The next day we're going to stop down, hopefully get a spot in Campbellford. And then after that, maybe lock 6, because they got shore power too. And if not, one of the other locks along the way. And then beyond that, it will be Trenton. Already booked 2 nights at Trentport Marina. And then we're going to spend a couple nights there, just keep an eye on the weather. And then we're definitely going to move on beyond that. Definitely going to move on. The plan is, I'm not even going to call it hope, the plan is to do the Rito this year. Yay! First time ever, so that's going to be all new. That's going to be an adventure. So I hope you can survive all this boring stuff and stick with us and stick with me. And before you know it, in probably 3 more videos from now, you'll see us on the beautiful Rito Canal. Hoo-ha. So from a really nice somewhat stopped raining evening here at Ashburnham Lock, Lock 20 of the lovely Trent Severn Waterway, just outside of Peterborough, Ontario. I'm gonna say cheers. It's another gorgeous, glorious day aboard Boogaboo. Yeah, I got some thoughts about this boat too. I just got to wrap this up by saying I was wandering around the outside of the boat, just making sure everything's secure and putting the plastic screens back up in the front, and just thinking to myself, you know what? I'm getting really, really comfortable, really knowing the boat, and just like, yeah, boom, boom, just steps, right? Just take the muscle memory. Yeah, just walking through this boat. I am going to really have a hard time during the off season. I'm going to miss this boat tremendously, but we're not going to worry about that right now because we still have at least 3 weeks of travel ahead of us. Hopefully more, hopefully longer. So I'm going to take you guys all the way along. Love this boat. Absolutely love this boat. So, okay, there we go. Cheers. See you in the next one.